in an already oversaturated genre of zombies, both within movies, video games, and just any sort of media all around. Depressing director Zach Snyder will be the one to bring us an interpretation of a small-scale post-apocalypse world, Army of the Dead. When a zombie specimen from a military truck escapes in the desert and reaches the city of Las Vegas, a zombie outbreak is imminent, but luckily the US government was able to close down the facility by placing walls around the city. The US was able to control or semi-pause the zombie outbreak by placing walls around the city and by hiring gunmen for hire to retrieve valuables that higher officials need from the city before the US officially nukes the city to hell. And just like the same issues we have with many other zombie stories, they try to make us relate to the boring human characters as opposed to some of the more dynamic and bizarre creative ideas that they can interpret when it comes to the zombies themselves. Attempting to make us sympathize and feel for these humans who inevitably lose each other in this post-apocalyptic setting is no surprise ever, really. So to see it done once again here is pretty standard and I feel pretty indifferent about it. Dave Bautista, I don't remember anybody's name. I don't remember your name. I don't remember your name. I don't remember that name. I don't remember this name. I don't remember anybody's name. And of course, among their mission, they start to double-cross each other, start to abandon each other. Tension starts to arise among them. So many zombie stories just try to do this constantly. I never really get emotionally attached to the human characters, even some of the most charismatic and some of the most memorable ones. The ones that really stick out to me aren't even from a zombie movie, but instead from a zombie video game called The Last of Us, when it comes to the relationship between Joel and Ellie, for those that are familiar with that game franchise. The idea of bringing humans together during a catastrophic event, it doesn't have to be necessarily zombies. Compelling drama between two characters can happen in any sort of danger whatsoever. It doesn't always have to be zombies per se. Again, that's just a sample for what I feel is probably the strongest example of a consistent human narrative amongst a zombie apocalypse. The first one, not the second one, that's a story for a whole different day. What I care to see in zombie apocalypse, in over-the-top zombie apocalypse movies that have a more goofy gimmick tone to them, just creative ways to slice and dice zombies, and to finally see that zombies can't be just brain-dead morons, but it's always fun to see just zombies have a little bit more wits and maybe have some more brains to them than we give them credit for. That's all I asked for going in, and that is all I ever want from this genre. Apart from the charming opening sequence of zombies tearing up Las Vegas to the song Viva Las Vegas, certainly shows the creativity and the lack of taking the story or the concept too serious, but at the same time, Zach Snyder's script also just reeks of jarring tones. Not really that surprising either when it comes to a project that is solely his and mostly his to control. Zack Snyder's other movies also suffer from that same issue of just jarring tones that don't mesh well together. Again, it's up to preference, but to me personally, some of the meshing of comedic tones or lighthearted tones with dark, nihilistic, serious tones just doesn't stick the landing for me all the time. All I remember really is just Dave Bautista and his daughter's relationship, or at least Dave Bautista's motivation to protect and keep his daughter safe. That's it. Yeah, just Dave Bautista wanting to keep his daughter from becoming like him because he is damaged and he is too far gone to be saved. Very Zack Snyder writing right there. I don't blame him, but sometimes I feel like he's certainly capable of branching out more and just experimenting and writing different things and just nihilistic things. That's the most I remember, and that was pretty underwhelming and pretty forgettable. Again, I use the word just indifferent because I feel like the story didn't benefit from including them or including their arc, so I just feel very lukewarm and just dead about it, no pun intended. The whole cast of mercenaries and just other zombie killers hired to go into an infected city to retrieve a billionaire stash of money from his casino building is a goofy premise for sure, and I can get behind it, but a majority of the team is so lifeless and so bland. And a few of them have some wit to them, but it's very limited screen time with the ones that are pretty compelling to watch, unfortunately. The movie is at its best when it's introducing new zombie concepts, ones that I've never seen before in any media of zombie, video game, movie, television show, whatever. A zombie king and queen conceiving a zombie baby, a zombie tiger, zombies that come back to life in the rain. All these little moments are just so brief throughout the whole movie where you want to see more of it, but the script just doesn't bother to delve more into it. Unless this was planned to become a whole franchise, to show more glimpses of these different new types of zombies would be great. There was even brief moments where we see robot zombies, it looked like. What? I want to see more of that. Show me more of that. Why are we staying on the humans and trying to sympathize with them? Why can't we just have at least a 50-50? It feels more like 70-30 here, actually. The wasted potential. These great moments aren't the focal point. We are just focused on what we've seen so many times before, even in non-zombie movies. Family quarrels, criminal mercenary quarrels, gunmen for hire having trouble trusting each other. That's just like any other cartel or crime drama movie. These premises can be tons of fun. Absolutely. These premises actually, they are fun concepts and they are fun premises. And for brief moments, they really do shine through with the goofiness of it. Embrace how crazy stupid these ideas are and just roll with it. Also, this is the first I've heard and seen of a big budget movie where the director was also the director photographer, and it kind of shows at times. There was certainly some very jarring and confusing shot compositions and just moments where the focal point was askewed, whether it was done intentionally for style or it was just done accidentally. It really didn't appeal to me too much, considering how much it really lingered on some of these strange, unorthodox shots. The focus and clarity with the lighting and the camera work was just all over the place at times. I wonder why Zach didn't work with the DP. Oh god. Yeah, this one really didn't do it for me there. The few glimpses of cool zombie concepts were there. I would be interested in seeing these zombie concepts brought back again if we were to get another one of this specific series or genre. Everything that just revolved around the humans, I do not care to ever watch it ever again. The talent did fine for what they were given among the script, but it was just so underwhelming, so bland, so uninteresting that I was just looking forward to seeing how these characters would just get killed off, and if they would get killed off in creative or hilarious fashion. Some did, some certainly did. That was alright. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm just really starting to get quite sick and tired of the zombie genre as a whole, and that bums me out, because that was always one of the most interesting ones growing up. So don't grow up. There's some Zach Snyder nihilism for you. 4 out of 10. Original ideas and methods of killing zombies were here, just not enough to be that exciting. Yeah, by the end, this movie just really made me go